Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're starting Season 2 of Dandadan. If you haven't seen Season 1 yet, the link is in the description. Now let's jump into the story with Episode 1 of Season 2. So far we saw that Momo and Okarun went to Gigi's house to get rid of a ghost, but Momo didn't find any ghost there. She then went to take a bath in the hot spring. While she was gone, Okarun and Gigi found a hidden room in the house. It was full of talismans. Back at the hot spring, some men showed up and started coming toward Momo. As she thought about using her powers, one of the men grabbed her hand and pushed her underwater. But suddenly, a stream of water hit the man, and he let her go. Momo tried to run away, and a wooden fence fell on the men, trapping them. One man still managed to grab her leg, so a whole wall of the house fell on him. It turned out that Turbo Granny did all this. She was also sitting in the hot spring. Momo asked how she got there. Turbo said that after hearing them talk about the hot spring, she secretly hid in Momo's bag and came along. Momo asked, "What should we do about the broken wall?" Turbo replied, "Leave it." Just then, some people from the town came and asked who caused the damage. The townspeople thought those men did it and started yelling at them. The men got scared and ran all around the town. Momo thanked Turbo for saving her. Turbo said, "I didn't save you. It just happened on its own." Momo then asked, "You saw Gigi's house, right? I didn't see any ghost. What do you think?" Turbo replied, "That house is full of human blood." Meanwhile, Okarun and Gigi made a hole in the secret room. They didn't know what to do next, so they waited for Momo to return. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. They thought it was Momo, and Gigi quickly opened the door. But instead, 5 scary-looking women were standing there. They walked in and started eating and partying. A woman named Naki told Gigi to join them for breakfast, but Gigi said no. Naki said, "Good, stay disciplined. I'm so kind that I don't even ask you for rent because your parents are in the hospital. Otherwise, you'd be living on the street, so you should be thankful to us." Okarun asks, "Hey, what's happening here?" Gigi explains, "This is a rented house. Since my parents are in the hospital, I haven't paid any rent. All these women are from the Keto family. They're the landlords. Thanks to them, I still have a place to live." Okarun says, "Then making that hole in the wall was a really bad idea. They cover the hole with a poster for now." Naki asks Gigi, "Where did you go without telling us?" Gigi replies, "My friend wanted to meet me, so I went to pick him up." Naki says, "You didn't bring another ghost exorcist, did you?" Hearing this, the other women get angry and say, "There are no ghosts in our house, idiot. If you keep saying this, people will stop coming here, and no one will buy this place. So stop spreading rumors." Gigi says, "No. Does this guy with glasses look like a ghost exorcist to you?" Naki then pulls out a gun and says, "You know I have a hunter's license, right? Accidents happen in the forest, like once I was hunting a bear, and a man suddenly came in front of my gun." Gigi says, "Auntie, calm down a bit. Even with a license, pointing a gun at people is illegal." Just then, a police officer arrives with some men from the Keto family. They say the town people were chasing them, but Officer Tsuru saved them. It seems the officer is also working with the Keto family, because one woman says, "If anyone from our family gets arrested, it'll be your fault." Then a man asks Gigi where he had gone. Gigi says again, "I went to bring my friend." But the man says, "Don't lie. I hate liars." Gigi says, "Okarun is my best friend. He wanted to come here." The man then asks Okarun, "What's Gigi's favorite football team? If you're his friend, you should know. If not, we'll ask why Gigi brought you here." Okarun says the correct team name. It was written on the poster covering the hole, so they believe he's really Gigi's friend. Naki then asks, "There was a girl with you too, right? When will she come back?" Gigi replies, "What girl?" This makes them realize Gigi is lying. Meanwhile, Momo visits the Tsuchinoko shrine. There, a man named Manjiro is standing on his head. He's recording a video for BooTube. He opens the door and shows Momo the shrine. Momo says, "You just show it like that?" Manjiro says, "No one's going to pay to see it anyway. I wish I could become a big BooTuber one day." Momo goes inside and sees a rotted snake's old skin. She's disappointed because it doesn't look like a giant snake's body. Manjiro says, "This is all we have." According to local stories, people used to worship a giant snake here. They say the snake lives inside a volcano, and when it gets hungry, the volcano erupts. A long time ago, villagers would sacrifice children to keep the snake full. Because of that, the volcano hasn't erupted in 200 years. We even got lots of hot springs as a gift from the snake. This skin here is just the snake's old skin. By worshipping it, we stop the volcano from blowing up. Momo asks, "Then what's the Tsuchinoko thing?" Manjiro says, "We just made up that name to attract more tourists, like you. Some people are silly and believe the snake story. They're even ready to sacrifice people. That's why I tell the truth to everyone who comes here, so people don't do such bad things. Anyway, I really want to become a big BooTuber." Momo says, "Then why don't you post this story on BooTube?" Manjiro is shocked and thinks, "Why didn't I get this idea before?" Momo starts walking back and thinks, "So there's no Tsuchinoko after all." Okarun will be sad to hear that, but he'll probably enjoy the giant snake story. When Momo returns home, she thinks that by now Okarun and Gigi must have become good friends. But as she opens the gate, she sees both of them lying unconscious on the ground, surrounded by men and women from the Kido family. When they see Momo, Naki says, "Perfect. The third sacrifice has arrived. Let's start the festival." The men rush toward Momo to catch her, but Momo uses her powers to protect herself. She kicks one man hard in the head and throws the dining table at another man's face, breaking his teeth. One man grabs Momo from behind and headbutts her, making her feel dizzy. He grabs her leg. Just then, Turbo Granny jumps out of the bag and scares the man. His head hits the wall and starts bleeding. Turbo Granny says, "Who woke me up from my sleep? And who are these pig-faced people?" Momo says she doesn't know either and tells them all to leave the house. But just then, Naki runs at Momo and kicks her hard. She moves super fast like a kung fu champion. Momo tries throwing a sofa at her, but Naki dodges it easily. Nothing Momo throws works. Naki punches Momo so hard that she flies through the hole and lands in the secret room. The rest of the family claps and says, "Mom is the strongest in our family." Naki asks, "Who is this girl?" She was even using powers. Momo asks, "Who is that woman?" Turbo says, "She's just a strong old lady." Momo says, "There's no such thing." Turbo replies, "You've got one in your own house." One man says, "Mom, her cat is talking." Momo says, "What kind of room is this? It smells terrible." Naki starts thinking, "Who is this girl really? She doesn't seem like someone who exorcises ghosts." She says, "If you stand against us, you're trying to destroy this village." Then she explains, "The Kido family has saved this village for centuries by offering sacrifices to the giant serpent. Because of that, the volcano hasn't erupted for 200 years. The great serpent even gave us the gift of hot springs, which outsiders come to enjoy. If it weren't for the Kido family, the volcano would have destroyed the village long ago." Momo says, "So you've been sacrificing people?" Naki says, "Yes, people used to be sacrificed right here. Later, a house was built here, but we still use this place for sacrifices. We invite people to this house and then offer them to the great serpent." Momo now understands that maybe Gigi's parents were also sacrificed. Naki says, "It's a good thing we found 3 people. These days, it's hard to find sacrifices." Suddenly, the ground under Momo starts to collapse. It feels like the room is trying to swallow her. Naki says, "Looks like the great serpent is very hungry." Momo tries to use her powers to escape, but the others push her back in. They say, "We won't let you leave. You're going into the great serpent's belly." Momo starts sinking again. Just then, Okarun and Gigi throw a sofa at the others and try to pull Momo out. But with the sofa, both of them and the Kido family members fall into the room too. Now the room has become huge with many houses inside it. Gigi is hanging from one of the houses and falls into a deep pit, but he lands on something soft. It's the giant serpent. The huge creature comes out, and it even has human-like teeth. The Kido family praises the serpent, saying, "We are lucky to see you," and stand still in poses so it won't eat them. Naki says, "We brought these 3 people as your sacrifice." Momo says, "So the story was true. The giant serpent really exists." Turbo Granny says, "That's Kuragari." Okarun remembers that Kuragari is the name of a giant worm he read about. He learned that they live in the Gobi Desert and eat people, but he thought they were only 2 to 4 feet long. This one is super big. Momo says, "So for 200 years, they've been sacrificing people to a worm?" She tells everyone, "This isn't a god. It's just a human-eating worm." But no one listens. Instead, they start singing and dancing. Then the worm suddenly eats all of them in one big bite. The 3 friends are shocked. They don't know what to do next. There's no way they can fight such a huge monster. For now, they hide inside one of the houses. But as soon as they enter, both Okarun and Momo hold their ears in pain. Okarun suddenly transforms into Turbo Granny and starts walking toward Gigi to eat him. And that's where the episode ends. So friends, what happened to Okarun? Will the 3 of them escape? To find out, don't miss the next episode. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe with the bell icon on so you don't miss the next part. See you in the next video.